I went to change my oil, but ended up removing my steering wheel. How the hell did I get here? So today is gonna be a good day. It's a bright and early. The weather is okay. I'm about to head to the garage to do a couple of things. Most basically, just the service to change my oil and whatnot. But of course, there's a list of things I need to do. The first things I need to do on my list is get fix my bumper, get the oil change, change the batteries, get new air filters, and of course, check all the lights on the vehicle are working well. So join me today as we head to the garage. As you can see there, the bumper is already been taken off and it's somewhere being worked on. Here is the bumper. And the left side that got a bit of scratch, so it had to be reworked on. But first we need to get the oil change, and to do that the vehicle has to be off. So we're going to shut down the engine and get to work on changing the oil. It's just some basic work. As you can see down below, there's some black oil. That's the old oil that's kind of spilled out. And now it's time to get some new air filter. The air filter in this vehicle is located by the glove compartment, so you have to take it off first, then you access the oil filter, the air filter for some new fresh air from the AC. Now we're going to run through the computer diagnostics, check on the fuses on the computer side of the vehicle to make sure everything is working in order, like all the function, the electronic part of the vehicle. You just check all the fuses are working, they're all powered up and whatnot. Yep. As you can see, the technician there looking through the tablet to see areas that need to be worked on. And it was at this point that I got my steering wheel removed because we found a fault in the horn system. So the horn coil had to be replaced, and that's why the steering wheel had to come off. So that's how I got here. Now we head off to the garage section where we're going to put back the bumper, which is kind of been removed. As you can see, the vehicle right there without a bumper kind of looks like a mean machine. Kind of looks good without the bumper, but anyway, for the aesthetic and exterior, way to replace the bumper. But first, it needed to be sanded down before you can paint. You can spray any paint on it. So that's what the guys are doing. They're kind of sanding it down to make the surface as smooth as possible. But before they do anything, you need to cover up some essential like the headlights and the grill where you don't need some paints to go on. So that's what we're doing. In the meantime, I found this classic yellow and white vehicle. I don't know what model it is. Maybe some of you guys may know, but it looks really cool and mean. Anyway, back to the painting of the vehicle right now. There's the paint machine. I think it's called the spray or the paint machine, which is loaded with paint to spray paint the bumper. And of course, they had to cover up some essential like the side mirrors and part of the window where there's a risk for some spillage of oil of paint. Yeah, here for some reason as they're working on it, the fumes in this space, in this room, kind of toxic. I had to put on my face mask. I don't know why they don't wear the face mask or anything, but the fumes are really, really toxic. It kind of easily clog up your respiratory system. Yeah, but the guys, they seem to be used to it. I don't know, but I wouldn't recommend in any given circumstance. But I hear a funny thing I heard that was after a long day like this, they usually drink some milk. I don't know how that helps. Maybe someone who's familiar with that solution may tell us, but I don't know. I don't think that's a really, really good way to get rid of the fumes. Just cover up and all will be well. So there we go. The paint of the bumper painting has been completed, so waited for it to dry. Then we head off to the last item on our checklist, which is checking all the lights are working and are in good condition. That's sample of bulb they're going to replace for the brake lights, for some interior lights, the parking brake light, the parking lights, and whatnot. That's the reverse light that came on. It was faulty, but now it's back in good condition. And they're going to do the same to all the lights to make sure all are working. The braking light, the fog lights, and whatnot. All the exterior, even the number plate reflector lights. So everything looks good. It looks good to me. So I think that's all I had to do today. Looks good. So it's time to check everything on my checklist and time to hit the road. But before I leave, here's the contact to the garage that I went to, and make sure to watch a snippet of what's coming up in the next video. Where is this guy going? Man, what the hell was that? Sheesh.